Hi guys, this is No Solution. I'm Scott, and just had a couple of things to show today. First off, I got a package from Eli from Dark Hymns from the Cold North. Thanks a lot, Eli. He told me he was sending me this and asked me to ask if I already had it, and I did not. And I was very excited to get this. Rabid, the David Cronenberg classic from 1977. If you've not seen this, it's kind of in the theme of the early Cronenberg movies of body horror. The plot is a young woman is in a horrible accident, and they do experimental plastic surgery, and it turns her into kind of a vampire type person who feeds on blood and then spreads a virus that's kind of like a zombie virus. So hilarity ensues. It stars Marilyn Chambers, who at the time was probably the most famous porn star in the world, which you would think maybe is stunt casting, but she does an excellent job. Haven't seen this in a while. Really excited to watch it again. They did a remake a few years ago. It's okay, but you know, as remakes usually are, you would be better off watching the original. So yeah, if you haven't seen Rabid, check it out. Thanks a lot, Eli. And in the package, he also sent a special issue of Decibel with everyone's favorite, Death Heaven. Let's go. Eli knows I like Death Heaven. I seem to be one of the few who either likes them or will admit liking them. So yeah, I'm excited to check this out. Thanks a lot, Eli. That was really thoughtful of you. Yeah, with Death Heaven, I don't understand, like, even in the recent gatekeeping video that came out, it was like, gatekeeping is bad, and then all of a sudden comments would be like, oh, but Death Heaven are posers, and if you like Death Heaven, you're a poser. Like, okay. As far as I know, the band themselves have never claimed to be black metal, or I think what I read was they consider themselves a shoegaze band that is influenced by black metal, which is what they are. And you know, you cannot like it, that's fine. I actually had kind of a teachable moment with a friend of mine who he brought up that he watched a Death Heaven thing and he really liked it, and I was like most people, was like, oh, those friggin' bunch of posers, and you know, they're not metal. And he said, have you ever listened to them? And I was like, no, I haven't. So that really kind of brought to the forefront that I'm as guilty of it as anybody else, that I can just fall into line with, oh, they have frat boy haircuts, I don't like them. And I listened to them and I liked them. Not so much the last album where they went full shoegaze and kind of got rid of all of the metal influence. But the artist does what the artist wants to do, and they don't owe us anything, and we also don't owe it to them that we have to like everything they do. But for the most part, I'm a fan of Death Heaven, and I will be interested in what they do next. The second thing I want to talk about was an album that I don't see really talked about at all. It's kind of old, 2011. Slingblade, The Unpredicted Deeds of Molly Black. I think I heard about this on Hellcast, the audio version, so quite a while ago. And I don't think they even played anything from it. I think they were just talking about it, and it piqued my interest, and I found a copy cheap. This is traditional metal. I hesitate even to call it really metal. It's definitely hard rock, leaning towards metal. It's a concept album about this girl, Molly Black, who is bullied in school, and then either she allows herself to be possessed by a demon to get revenge, or she's just crazy. But anyway, she kills all her bullies and then is hunted by the police. And you know, it's a fun story to follow along with. Sort of King Diamond-esque, I guess you would say, like an album-long story. But they've got like a twin guitar sound. I would say Priest Maiden is a good comparison. The singer, I hate to even bring it up, but it's a female fronted band. But the reason I bring it up is because she's just a really good singer, and it's not she's trying to sound like a dude growling, or she's doing the breathy, oh, fuck me voice. She just is a really good singer and sings the fucking song. There's no gimmick. She just happens to be a female, which I appreciate. The songs are super catchy. And this is one of those weird albums that it starts out, the first song is really good, The Nature of Evil. And then, you know, it's good that you're listening, you're engaged and you're enjoying it. But when it hits side 2, Slasher on the Loose is song 6 out of 10. It just kicks into another gear and just gets friggin' awesome. It's just really rare that a band doesn't just front load their record and then just kind of trail off at the end and you're waiting for it to be over. But this is one that it just builds up and just the last 5 songs are amazing. Yeah, not and these guys, oh, I didn't mention they're from Stockholm, Sweden. The only member really that of note was the bass player was in Gates of Ishtar, or maybe still is. I think they're reformed. I think Nicholas Svensson, I think is his name. Once again, I'm super professional and prepared because I don't remember. But the rest of these people, I don't know where they came from, and I don't know where they are now. Supposedly, they're listed as the status is unknown. But this was 2011, and there's been nothing since, so I would assume they're done. But for a one-and-done record, this is pretty amazing. I would say check it out. I think there are cheap copies floating around. So if you happen to see it, give it a chance. I really like it. I was even looking on YouTube to see if anyone talked about it. All I found was a link to the album. So I'll put that link down below so you can check it out. Yeah, I guess that is about it. I just wanted to say I've only been doing this a month or month and a half. Made a few videos. Definitely a tiny channel, but I've been really enjoying doing it, and anyone who takes the time to watch or comment, I really appreciate it, guys. It's been a lot of fun, and even if I don't grow any more than this, I'm just going to keep doing it because it's fun. So thanks a lot for hanging in there with me, and I'll see you next time. Later.